video tutorial series, I will be talking about outcome-based education. This is called OBE. This is a modernized way of education where there are so many deficiencies in traditional education system. Most of the engineering universities all over the world uses outcome-based education, OBE. This is basically a process that focuses on what students can do and the quality they should develop after they are taught in the classes. So basically it is a defined curriculum, assessment methods, and doing some industries work or some practices to achieve the higher order learning and mastery the skills, the setup skills, the subjects, rather than accumulation of credits, getting higher GPAs. Both structure and curricula of OBE, outcome-based education, are designed to achieve such qualities of higher orders. Basically, this OBE system discourage traditional approaches which based on just instruction or facts in some standard formulas. They just, the teacher also memorize some formulas and the teacher want to impart those formulas to the students. So basically it's not improving the rest of the skills. This is a very important concept, OBE. Let's see why OBE, why we need to switch toward OBE, outcome-based educations. So let's talk about deficiency of traditional educations. The foremost deficiency of traditional education is teacher focus. Teacher is the main focus, playing the role, while the students are just mere following the teacher. So basically, in traditional education system, the students is providing with a little attentions to learn these materials. What materials? I will explain that in traditional education system, they have no arrangement for the students to learn soft skills. What are soft skills? These soft skills are very, very important for job in the industry, in other corporate sectors. Recent surveys shows that only GPA is not sufficient to give you a job, to secure you a job. So other things are prerequisite, are very important. Soft skills such as communication skills. If you have a good GPA, if you are the topper of your class, but if you do not have good communications, for instance, you become a CEO of a company and you want to have a links, do export-import to foreign countries or from foreign countries, and if you don't have a good communication skills, so you are lacking these skills, so this means you cannot grow your company. The soft skills, these are also interpersonal skills, analytical skills, and working attitudes. So in traditional education system, there was a deficiency of these things. And so this is why we need to have OBE, outcome-based education. Because as I explained on soft skills, they do not have the time for, they do not have the arrangement for the soft skills. In traditional education system, they only focus on GPA and CGPA, and they are only exam oriented. They are just preparing for exam. They're just memorizing some formulas and some standards models, and they just put in the paper and they just get the marks. And people say that, oh, look, this guy is very genius, he's intelligent, and he got first position in the class. But he's lacking all those kind of things, and the industry and the stakeholders do not want only GPA, they are looking for something else. So this is another deficiency in traditional education system, that students become exam oriented. And the third is basically is explained that students are not prepared completely for workforce. As I know that for workforce there is a lot of things we require to have these kind of things. So now let's see, there is a survey which is being conducted in 2016, and it shows that exams result is not the most important stuff consideration for employer. Employer mean our corporate sector or stakeholder. So they are looking for something else. Only GPA is okay. If your GPA is 3 or above, it's okay. It's a good point. But you also need some other things. For instance, you need to have honesty and integrity. How to assess these things? It's something which is not material. And communication, you have a communication verbal as well as written. And you have a teamwork skills. You need computer skills, organizational skills, and you need a confidence. You need a politeness, truthfulness, and you need a creativity, entrepreneur skills. For instance, what I want to convey through this video that if my students is graduating, so I hope that he will not doing job, but he will create jobs for others. At least he will give a few more jobs to the rest of the people. Thanks.